Hey everybody, welcome back to Baseline Farms. My name is Jade. So today we are going to be planting some pole beans. So I have two different varieties. I have one by Lake Valley Seed Company, and I also have one that I've never grown before. It's called a Python pole bean by Johnny Selected Seeds. So I'm going to plant them right here in this garden bed. I did plant some San Marzanos right at the very end right there, and so I'm going to pop in these beans right along the side, and then I'm going to get a trellising mechanism to trellis the pole beans, because the pole beans will keep giving you, my understanding as far as pole beans go is you need a trellising device because it will grow up and it'll look for something to trellis on, and you can continue to harvest them so throughout the season. So with my bush beans, my understanding is that all the beans will come in at once and then you can harvest all the beans, but that's pretty much, you'll just get one flush, or I don't know how many flushes of pole beans, but last year, or of bush beans, but last year I had such a success with bush beans and pole beans. So I'm excited to plant these beans. And then I also found out that planting them with tomatoes, they're great companion planting. So I figured that'll be a good spot in the garden bed with some tomatoes on the one side and then pole beans on this other side. So I've pulled out all the weeds, I've amended the soil, and this garden bed does have some bark that I tried out last year to see if it was going to suppress the weeds, and it has. And it's doing pretty good, so I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop these beans. It's not very much to it, it's super easy, so let me show you how I'm doing it. So you want to just, I think I'm just going to do it right here. So you just want to make a little indentation, just pop in a bean. So there's one right there. So just like that, another one. And I'm just gonna do one row, just like that, along the side of the drip. And then on the other side of the drip, we'll do the Johnny Selected Seeds. So that's that. That's how easy it is. Just pop in those beans. Oh, one more, just stick that right in there. All right, so that is that. And now we're gonna do pole beans on the other side. And I cannot wait. Everything's growing so well. So you know, the other day I started some dill, and yeah, it has been my understanding that dill does grow in the cold season after I did my research, but my hopes is that we'll get a good fast flush of dill. I don't know if that's gonna work or not, so I could put some in my pickles. That's my goal. I'm not sure if we're gonna get it, but it's been my experience to just try it out and see if it works or not. So we'll see if that's gonna work with the pole beans, with the dill in the little, what is it called, wheelbarrows that I planted the dill in. Now I did notice that some of the dill is popping up in the garden bed, like just a couple of them. So hopefully we get some dill from there also. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and continue popping in these beans. And these are the ones from Johnny Selected Seeds right here. I cannot wait. Last year we had such a great success with pole beans. I was so happy with it. I mean, we were just harvesting pole beans left and right. And I know you can freeze them, which I did not freeze any last year because I didn't plant that many. We just, I cut them all up and I preserved it in minestrone soup. And I know I've said that many times that, you know, that minestrone soup is amazing. You just put all your vegetables in from the garden, whatever you harvested, just pop them into your minestrone soup, and you can freeze it, and it holds really well throughout the year. Okay, so that is pretty much it. Now I did buy some eggplants, so we're gonna go ahead and pop in those eggplant, and then we are heading off because we have a meeting at one of the fairgrounds for hosting Berry Fest. So hopefully everything's gonna go good with that meeting, but I'm gonna rush through here and get these eggplant planted. I bought these from the nursery because I only had 2 eggplant that I started from seed, and so I wanted to get these classic purple eggplants to see if they're gonna do well. And last year we had such a great success with eggplant. We had so many. So I have 2 of them. All right, we're gonna pop this in right here. And then we're gonna head out. There you go. All right, so that is that. as far as the eggplant goes. Now I'm just gonna get that watered in really good. Today is such a beautiful day. Yesterday and the day before yesterday were over 100. So here is the wheelbarrow. So I did buy some chamomile, and I popped in some chamomile in the corners and some parsley, since I believe parsley is a cold weather plant also. But you know, I'm new to gardening, so I'm gonna pretty much try everything, and I'm probably gonna make a bunch of mistakes. But let me get this eggplant watered in, and then John is waiting for me to get dressed so we can go to this meeting. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to have Berry Fest again. I mean, we were doing so well before the pandemic as far as Berry Fest went. And then, you know, the pandemic pretty much shut down everything. All right, so there we go. Watered in all those eggplants. Okay, so that is pretty much it for today. I'm going to keep you posted as far as how the meetings go, so that we can have this Berry Fest event. And I am so excited to get started on all of the sewing, because all the banners I sew from material instead of having to waste a bunch of things, instead of using paper and plastic. So that's pretty much it. So take care, be safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.